beautiful young lady is our keynote speaker. Her name is Pettefer, and we'd like to invite her up right now. Thank you, Hannah.
Hey. Is this on? Okay. Okay. Hey, my name is Pettefer. I'm 14 years old, and I'm here to tell you something very important. The city should be different. I could probably say that phrase every day of my life and not do much about it. Why? Because of fear, because I'm comfortable the way I'm living now, so why do I have to inconvenience myself? Because nobody else is really doing much, so why do I have to do something? The truth is, what we mean by a changed city is a city that cares. A city that is willing to move despite fear. A city that is ready to replenish instead of consume. Ready to help instead of to be helped. Sometimes it's hard to make a move towards a different city. I'm finding that out for myself. I come from an amazing family. I'm homeschooled, and I've been homeschooled since kindergarten, and I really love it. I take dance 4 days a week, I'm a 4-H member, I love having sleepovers, and my dad has started a church, so it would be so incredibly easy to get so caught up in all of life that I forget that life is not all about me. So my perspective can get so small that, not getting the food that I want is a big deal, but some people aren't even eating tonight, so that is just signs of a small perspective. Many times we get so caught up in our own lives that we forget about reaching out and helping others. We just figure that somebody else is going to help them out. Did it ever occur to you that you are somebody else to somebody else? Today there are a lot of people in our city that need help. I asked a room of 5th graders what they thought should be different about the city. And I got lots of responses. Some of them were saying, get people out of the streets, get people out of prison, people reaching out and caring about them. The teacher of the classroom said that even going to an elementary school classroom and just telling the kids that you care about them, that's something that can make a big difference. So obviously there's a lot that can be done, and a lot of need in our city. And every one of you in this room can do something about this need. Now, even when I get the idea that there's something that needs to be done and that I'm the one that has to do it, I can still get stuck. One word, fear. Fear of work, fear of failure, fear of what other people are going to think. When I knew that I was going to give a speech for this banquet, I wanted to have other people's perspectives. So, as I said before, I went to a room of 5th graders to ask them what they thought should be changed about the city. Since I've been homeschooled my whole life, I hadn't really had a school experience before, and so I didn't know exactly what I was going to be doing, and I didn't know how it was all going to work out. And so I could have had a lot of fear in that situation. But I knew that I wanted to know more, and I knew that I had to start. It turns out I had a wonderful time, and I learned a lot from that room of 5th graders. I could have been scared, and that could have prevented me from having fun. Fear is one of the worst enemies of a changed city. But once I let go of fear, everything was a lot easier. I'm not saying that I don't have any fear. I'm still fearful about a lot of stuff. But the more I move despite that fear, the less the fear is going to bother me. What happens when one person decides to move and fight the culture and reach out and change the city? I can tell you it's going to be pretty cool. Other people are going to follow that one person. If you set dominoes upright and close to each other, all in a line, and you knock the first domino over, what's going to happen to all of the other dominoes? They're going to fall down too. So when one person makes a move to change something that they care about, then other people are going to be influenced they're going to get on the boat as well. That one domino, that one person wasn't alone in wanting to fall down. The other people just needed a leader. Because a movement needs to start, and you can be that start in your community. The fact is, your paperwork won't get done by itself, my schoolwork can't work itself out, and the house can't clean itself. I wish it could, but somebody has to do it. And if nobody does it, it won't get done. If nobody helps the scared in our city, then they're still going to be scared. If nobody helps the poor in our city, they're still going to be poor. If nobody helps the hurting in our city, then they're still going to be hurting. And I know that nobody wants to have the bad things in our city continue, but if we don't stand up and unite together and do something about it, then it's not going to change. You have the power to change something. You can be the start, the movement that can make a difference. We might not be able to do it all by ourselves, but together we can do a lot. You see, Lake Charles is not just Mr. Willie's responsibility. We all live here, we all have responsibility of Lake Charles, and we all can make a big difference. So we should join together and be part of a movement to change the city for the better. One of my first excuses when I hear something that needs to be done is this: I don't know. That can stop so many people from moving out. I don't know this, I don't know that, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, I don't know where it is. We just don't know where we're needed, and we don't know what to do. And the first step is sometimes the most uncertain step. So it's the most important step. For many of you, the first step can be filling out a little thingy that you're going to be passed out today, and it says that you would like to help. And then Mr. Willie or Miss Velika or my dad, they'll get to you and they'll tell you, here's what you can do, and they'll get you involved. You can also keep up to date on homeworknight.com. They will show you where you are needed, and soon you will be able to spot the areas that your strengths are best used, and the people whom you are meant to serve, you'll be able to do it on your own. See, this is going to be a beginning of a journey that will never stop giving back. I would like Mr. Willie to come and join me on the stage, please. And before I leave, I want you to remember, you have the power to change the city. Thank you very much.
That was powerful. That wasn't a statement, that was a statement. Did I say that correct? I'm so proud of Hannah, and she's correct. She had the fear. But she understands now that one step at a time, we all change our communities. And so thank you for those kind words, Hannah and Mr. Paul. And thank you guys for coming.